Hey y'all, and welcome back to my 100-day challenge. My name is Dayana, and I am an operations and growth strategist. So here I am today. I am helping you to figure out why hustle culture is outdated. Like, this is something that probably should have been outdated a long time ago. And from someone who has been burnt out before and who knows the grind and the hustle of being an entrepreneur and in startups, I've helped grow over $38 million business within less than 3 years. So like I know what hustle means, what it is, all the things that it takes to be a great entrepreneur. But it is very, very time consuming. And so we want to get out of the space of just hustle, run our bodies literally into the ground to get our business to where it needs to be. There is a balance. And yes, there is going to be hustle. There are going to be days where it is so difficult and you feel like, okay, what am I supposed to do today? I feel like I have 50,000 things on my to-do list. That is normal and that is okay. But we would like to start thinking in a different mindset that there is an easier way to go about this. There's not a supplement for hard work, but it is essential for you to have your rest periods. And so one of the things I'm going to talk about is like sustainability over burnout. So when I mean sustainability, you want to be doing something and forming habits that you can continue on an ongoing basis. Number one, it's going to be better off for you because you're going to get into more of a routine. Number two, it's also going to be better off for your team if you already have one or if you will be building one because they need to know what to expect. The last thing you want is for you to build a habit or a routine that is not sustainable, that you can only do for maybe 2 weeks and then the next like 4 months you're burnt out completely because you just go 24/7. Or maybe it's different times. Like there's going to be busier times. I'm not getting around busier times, but I'm more so saying any time that you know that you are building a poor habit that is not going to be sustainable for a long period of time, think about if that is really going to be beneficial to you and for your business. Because normally, if you're building an unsustainable habit, then burnout wise, you're going to burn out very, very quickly. Your team's going to feel it. You're going to feel it. Your clients and customers are going to feel it. And it's a lot harder to recover from burnout if you just, and instead of just making a sustainable process and system. So that way you are not implementing just a go mindset into your team. From even personal experience, I've seen where it was a part of the culture of the company where we just went, and didn't really take time for ourselves. There was a lack of self-care, etc. And doing all of those things really helped me to figure out like, wow, okay, what I am doing right now is not healthy for me. And it was ironic because even the person who kind of initiated that culture felt bad afterwards because she had no idea that that is exactly what happened, did not realize that that is what was being implemented. And by her implementing that on us, we then implemented that with our team. And then we realized, whoa, this is not healthy. Like, pump the brakes. Let's not do this. But anyways, I won't harp on that too much more. Just try to make sure that you are building sustainable habits because you want your business to be sustainable over you burning out. And then also, systems are the new hustle. You can eliminate a lot of the hard and extra redundant work by just creating efficient systems, rather that's SOPs, rather that's specific training, rather that's automations, whatever that might look like. There are certain systems and processes that you can implement so that way you don't have to feel like you have to hustle every single day. Like, yes, there might be busy times, but overall you have a process for every single thing and it'll make it so much easier, take a lot of the thought out of everything to where you just have your checklist. You're like, okay, check, we did that. Okay, check, and we move on. All right. So, and then we're going to get into a little bit about the power of focused deep work over scattered busyness. So one of these, it actually runs really near and dear to my heart because I have seen that so often where people are like, oh, I'm so busy. And it's like, okay, you're busy, but what are you doing? Like what tasks are you doing that are going to dramatically affect the bottom line? If you're just staying busy doing random stuff that literally does not matter to the company, like stop. That's actually not beneficial. That's really inefficient. And maybe it's not the individual's fault, it's the leader's fault for even allowing those types of activities to take place or those projects to be worked on, because ultimately you want to make sure that the projects that are being worked on are going to directly affect your bottom line. Even if it's something that might be like a customer complaint and then that leads to another process, that's still going to affect your bottom line, because that is going to either increase the amount of referrals that you get, decrease the amount of referrals, increase or decrease the amount of recurring revenue, increase or decrease the lifetime value of your customers. So those are things that will directly impact the bottom line, but just make sure we're not being busy. We want to overall make sure that we are doing work that is going to be crucial and important to the business and to the business's goals. Okay. Kind of ties right into that is building a business to support your life. Okay. Not the other way around. I feel like oftentimes we work, and we're building a life that supports our business. And yes, there's things like self-care, all those things that you need to be doing to help with your business, but you want to build a business that is going to overall help you with where you want your life to be. So building a sustainable ecosystem that then can help you to reach whatever the new heights that is that you want to reach, and to be able to support that lifestyle that you want instead of the other way around. That's also going to increase the amount of satisfaction that you have. That's also going to help your team members, because overall you'll be happier. That will now trickle down to your team members, because remember, it always starts at the top, always. And then tying all of this together, we want to continue to think about rest, and why rest is really now, it's not even a luxury, it's a business strategy. The reason that I call it a business strategy is because you are being extremely intentional with how you're spending your time and knowing, okay, this is where I burn out. This is normally the peak where, like, this is my plateau. I know that I don't want to get there. Let me make sure that I tone it down. Rest needs to be implemented into your lifestyle. I don't care if it's every single night from 7 to 9 or 7 to 10, like you don't do anything, or every night after 8 p.m., you don't do any work emails, anytime between 8 p.m. and 4 a.m., literally no work, or you have spa days or self-care days like scattered throughout the month. I don't care what it is, but rest needs to be a part of your life. It needs to be implemented as part of your goals for the business. I need to have at least 2 self-care days a month where I'm not working at all, or very limited, because we know as entrepreneurs, things are going to come up, but very limited working on those days, and be extremely structured with your time, be intentional with getting your rest, because the rest that you get is going to then pour back into your business in such a more passionate way than you can even imagine. When you're burnt out, you're short, have a short fuse, you're not really thinking clearly, you're just kind of sink or swim, not being as intentional and strategic, versus when you get that rest, it's like a reset. So we want to continue to have resets throughout our lives and throughout us building our empires. We do not just want to we want to take some time, as my parents say, to smell the roses as we're in it. Like, enjoy the journey. So take time to reflect, take time to relax, take time to enjoy yourself and take care of yourself, and be intentional with recognizing when you need breaks and taking those breaks. And I'm so passionate about taking rest, because it is the number one way to help you to not burn out. Like, it's crazy, but it really is the number one way to help you to not burn out. If you just listen to your body, and when your body says, hey, it's time to stop, recognize, okay, let me slow down a little bit. Let me take a couple self-care days. Let me work only for a couple hours instead of working 10, 12-hour shifts. Do whatever you need to do to take care of yourself, because ultimately, if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of your business, and your business can't take care of your employees. So all of this is to say why we need to get out of a hustle culture and do the other things that I mentioned instead, by being intentional with our time. And so I hope that this was helpful for you. If you found that this was helpful, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.